Altura. This is a low cap crypto that I just honestly don't think enough people are paying attention to. Market cap is like 30 million. They're doing volume of like 10 million a day. It's not on any of the big exchanges, and they've got genuinely clever technology that is perfect for gaming. I want to just take a look at where they're at right now and give it a quick review and see where this can go. Now, before I get into any of it, if you're new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I show myself buying up these coins. These were cryptos that I thought were going to make a lot of money, which is obviously why I bought them. And you can see what they were all worth when I recorded my videos. These are the highs these cryptos hit 16 months on, and these are what your profits would have been from $100 into each. And 100 into every single one in that time would have made you over 123 grand. Now the thing is look, you don't have 16 months. We're in a bull cycle right now. Altcoin season's starting, and if you've got cryptos you're not happy with or you don't own any, get on to copymycrypto.com. Now that's the site I run where I share every single coin I own with my members. When I'm ready to buy or sell any of my coins or buy a new coin, I tell my members about the crypto and the price that I'm going to be buying or selling at. So all my members get in and out of coins at the same price as me. They make the exact same profit and they don't have any work to do at all. They don't have to read white papers. They don't have to do market analysis. They don't have to do chart analysis. They just copy along and make the same profit. And if you go onto my site, you'll see some of the profits my members have made. You'll see some of my past successes. These are all on the history of this channel. You can verify them all. And if after reading through the site you like what you see and you want to hear more, whether it's that you want to hear the daily market updates I give my members that gives you a market edge, or whether you just want to find out the coins that I'm in, the ones that I think are going to be the winners of this cycle, like Phantom was in the last cycle, where I predicted it and it went up nearly 700 times, made millionaires. All you've got to do to find out about any of the coins I own is join up on the site. Now, Altura. So Altura is a very interesting project. It launched back in 2021. To be fair, in its first bull cycle, it went up to highs of 46 cents. So far this bull cycle, it's went to about 16 cents as a high. Now, Altura is trying to revolutionize the game industry. They're making it easy to build, scale, and monetize Web3 and AI-powered games. They combine blockchain tech with cutting-edge AI, and they've enabled developers to create immersive gaming experiences with intelligent NPCs. Now, Altura have also got smart NFTs, and I think that's the jewel in the crown of what they've built, but I want to talk about that in a second. So the founders of Altura, so it was founded by Maj Haylat, who's an entrepreneur who attended the University of Toronto for computer engineering. You also have Tanner Matthews as well. Both have very, very good resumes. So Altura have simplified Web3 and AI integration. So implementing blockchain and AI tech can be complex and time-consuming. They've got developer-friendly APIs and SDKs, which simplify the process enormously. It allows you to deploy Web3 stack and integrate AI features efficiently and with huge cost-saving implications because of the time alone. You can connect with your community, so you can promote your game to a large audience of gamers, developers, and more through their marketplace and community tools. You can list and sell your NFTs where thousands of players buy and sell and trade daily. And they've also got built-in authentication tools and support for multiple blockchains. But as I said, they've got some really cool stuff, and the smart NFTs for me is one of the best features. So look, NFTs from my perspective have sucked for quite a while. I mean, they legitimately have sucked. But Altura have what's called smart NFTs. Now, these are very, very good. So, yeah, they have the Altura SDK and API. And as I said, that's very cool. You've got your custom marketplace. But Altura Guard is sort of your security. It simplifies connections between users and games. But it's the smart NFTs. Smart NFTs. I think this is very, very clever. So you transform your NFTs into dynamic, programmable, interactive assets that update in real time. So smart NFTs can shift properties, images, and more after minting. So it allows you to create new experiences within games and other applications. Now you think about it, that means as you evolve your characters within the games, your NFTs can evolve. Think about the amount of money spent in gaming, right? You can go to like a simple game like Fortnite, right? People spend money on skins every month. And it doesn't really matter what game you pick. Like the gaming industry is just money, 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 money. And it's repetition of spending. And with a smart NFT, that can update automatically. You can just evolve your character to start getting new stuff. You don't necessarily have to spend the money in the same way. There's a genius idea here, but also it improves gaming experience. You think about it. As you go through a game, your character naturally evolves. Your NFT evolves with it, so that there isn't updates, there isn't constant transactions, there isn't spending in the same way. It allows for a game to develop around the character. There's a beauty to that as an idea, and it actually means an NFT that has a use case that's incredibly strong. Gaming, let's make no mistake about it, is where NFTs have value right now. There are plenty of different products knocking about, by the way, with regards to NFTs that have value. You know, I spoke to a wine crypto recently, a crypto that focused on using NFTs as kind of a like a supply chain tracking. Very good idea. And there's a use case there. But most NFTs are shit pictures that have no use case. That's the reality. Yeah? You can be a Bored Ape Yacht Club holder and you can tell me that it's art, but I can tell you it's not art, and I can literally just use a snipping tool and copy it, and now I've got your art. Right? I just don't agree with it as a concept. Right? But smart NFTs have a use case. And I think we're going to see a lot of games connect with this. I can see a world where different gaming projects see the value here. Because imagine if you can update your game via your NFTs. There's potential there. There's huge potential there. And this is the thing. They're working with massive names for a reason. Like, it's just that the market cap's low. But they've got something that scales to every game. They've got a system in place that can really improve gaming across the board. I honestly am surprised this hasn't picked up more steam and momentum. I look at this as a coin that has legitimate potential. Right now, it is sitting on a market cap of 32 million. It is having daily volume of 10 million plus quite damn regularly. Some days it is having volume in the 30 millions and more. For the current market cap, that is exceptional volume. And this then has a legitimate shot of landing on bigger exchanges. Now, let's have a look. It's not on OKX. OKX is arguably the second biggest exchange. It's not on Bybit. It's not on Binance. It's not on Coinbase. The volume warrants being on at least Bybit or OKX. And if it lands on those, it can land on the bigger ones because the volume would surge. And again, Binance would pay attention. Coinbase might pay attention. Coinbase is a bit of a different thing. But this has potential. 106,000 holders for a 32 million market cap coin. I think there's a real project here. I think there's real potential. Price action, like I say, has been very odd. But I think there's a world this can get to 50 cents. I actually think there's a world this can get to $1, but it's going to depend hugely on what games end up working with Altura. But in terms of technology, in terms of users, in terms of holders, in terms of the names that they're working with, it's already undervalued. From my perspective, of course. That's not financial advice. And yeah, I'm just surprised it hasn't picked up more steam. Like I say, I think this can get to 50 cents, maybe even $1. Just with the right, that would require the right set of circumstances. You know, probably it would require Bybit, an OKX, and a Binance listing to do that. But the potential from my perspective, based on what they've built, is there. I am curious to hear what people think about this because there's 100 plus thousand holders. If you're a holder, why do you think the price hasn't improved? Fair question. Why do you think it's not improved? Why are you still holding it? What do you think is going to happen this year? And is there and for anyone else that's watching, is there a crypto project in gaming or NFTs that's just not getting talked about that you were like, similar to my perspective on Altura, just going, how is no one talking about this? If there is, let me know in the comments. I will happily do a review about it. And also, by the way, channel's really close to 90,000 subscribers. I never dreamed it would get this high. You can help me get over that threshold. All you got to do is subscribe. It would really help. Much appreciate it. And guys, look, we're in a bull cycle right now. If you're not happy with the coins you own, get on to copymycrypto.com. It's the site I run where I share every single coin I own with my members. When I'm ready to buy or sell a coin, I tell my members the coin that I'm going to buy or sell, the price that I'm going to buy or sell at. All my members get in and out of coins, same price as me. They make the same profit. They have no work to do at all. You go onto my site, you'll see some of the profits my members have made. My past successes, which are public record. If after doing all of that, you like what you see and you want to hear more, I give daily market updates to my members that will give you an edge if you're a trader. If you are just interested in the coins that I think are going to be the winners, like I predicted with so many of these. I mean, bear in mind, a bunch of these went up 20x, 40x, 50x, and Phantom went up nearly 700x in the last bull cycle. It made millionaires. If you want to find out the winners I'm in this year, all you got to do to find out is join up. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.